And breathe. Oh, okay. I think we'll be okay. Welcome back. Incredible. Broncos win. Sir, I'm going to need you to speak a little quieter. You're peeking your microphone, sir. They don't ask how, they ask how many.
I want to throw this team off of a cliff.
Broncos win 28-3 at home. Monday Night Football against the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's talk about it. There was a lot of anxiety coming into this game. This game was an anxious affair, I think, for Broncos country, who just came off of 2 back-to-back losses where they did not trail in the fourth quarter. They lost on final second field goals in both games. Coming to this game, there's a lot of concern. It was a game that the Broncos should win or expected to win. But man, what if they're just what they were? This game's mouthwash. It's washed away all that taste the last 2 games. This fresh start, we move on. This is mouthwash. But like mouthwash, doesn't mean you still don't need to brush your teeth. And the Broncos still need to brush their teeth. Why? Because this game, while good, while exactly what they needed, there's still improvement. Bo Nix, those are picking the end zone. Don't love it. The penalties. Broncos were under discipline, especially in the third quarter. They made a couple mental errors that are not going to be great. That being said, mouthwash. We don't need to worry about that right now. Puts that nice minty fresh taste in your mouth. 28-3. The defense played good. Pat Surtain shut down Jamar Chase. Riley Moss, which let's pause the Riley Moss hate. This guy is playing fantastic this season. Shut down T. Higgins, and the only 2 times he got beat, one got called back. The other time he did get beat, they were perfect throws. He had good coverage on both those. And then most of all, the coup de grace, the crown jewel of the game, J.K. Dobbins with a 100-yard day. The first 100-yard day from a Broncos running back since Sean Payton took over. Smell that? Minty, fresh mouthwash. That's what this team needed. That's what this fan base needed. They needed the taste of the last few games out of their mouth. This game, it's like a cozy blanket. R.J. Harvey had a good game too. He scored a touchdown. He got involved. Sean Payton finally went away from trying to do 3 running backs, which he admitted was challenging. J.K. Dobbins carried the workload, and they committed to it. They didn't give up on the run game. They kept going. They plowed ahead, and they had a drive late in the game where they just plowed down the field. And that's what you need. That's one thing the Broncos have struggled with, closing games, being able to control the clock. This game was over at halftime. It was 21-3 at halftime. The Broncos never took their foot off the gas. What was amazing is the Broncos didn't allow the Bengals across midfield. After the first drive of the game, they did not allow the Bengals across midfield. Do you realize how insane that is? I don't care that it was just Jake Browning back there. They still have Jamar Chase, Chase Brown, Mike Gesicki, T. Higgins. Now, some people are going to say, see, you guys overreacted to week 2 and 3. This was an overreaction. See, you shouldn't have overreacted. No, you're wrong. That was an appropriate reaction because this is what this team is capable of. This is what this team is. This team has the potential to be great. This defense has the potential to be great. And this is a great mouthwash game. But you still got to brush your teeth. You still got to brush your teeth every single day. And they still need to show us they can do this every single day, every single week, every single month. You're going to have off days. You're going to miss brushing your teeth every once in a while. But can they show us that they can do this week in, week out, that we expect? Hey, I know the Broncos defense is going to show up today. I know Bo Nix is going to show up today. I know J.K. Dobbins is going to show up today. They're not there yet. This is a mouthwash game. But they need to show us they can do that consistently. Because that's what it takes. Josh Allen walks out in the field. You know he's going to do good. He has bad games, but you're not worried about Josh Allen on a week-to-week basis, or Lamar Jackson, or Patrick Mahomes, or even a Dak Prescott. You're not necessarily worried about what he's going to be on a week-to-week basis. Broncos fans have been worried week to week about what Bo Nix is going to show up, about what running game's going to show up, about what Cortland Sutton's going to show up, about what Troy Franklin's going to show up, about what defense is going to show up, by what Sean Payton is going to show up. This is mouthwash, but you still have to do the work. Make this consistent. Make this the standard. Make this the standard. Make this kind of performance standard. Good teams crush bad teams. And they're competitive against teams who are better than them. And that's exactly what they get a chance to do next week. Because next week they get to play the Eagles. The ultimate test. The Eagles in Philadelphia. The Eagles who, they've allowed teams to be competitive with them. They've allowed playoff teams to be competitive with them. The Bucs were competitive. That's a playoff team. The Rams were competitive. That's a playoff team. Are the Broncos in that same echelon? Because I'd say the Rams and the Bucs, they're kind of that step below. They're not quite in the top echelon of Super Bowl contenders, but they're still a playoff team. Are the Broncos one of those teams? Or are the Broncos on the outside? Are the Broncos just what they were last season? A team that's going to make this playoffs, maybe sneak in, get smacked by a team that's better than them. That's what I want to see. I want to see the fight from this team. This game, this is what, as a fan, as a person who makes content, this is so much more fun to make this video. The Broncos came out and they throttled the Bengals. They allowed 9 first downs in the entire game. That's incredible. Nick Bonito got a sack. The defense had good pressure. John Franklin Myers got a sack. Brandon Jones with a great knockdown. But this is still, out of 4 weeks this season, we have seen 1 game of complete football. Now, can they build on that? I think so. The stat was thrown around a lot last week. Sean Payton in the month of September sucks. And then in the month of October, November is like the best coach of all time. I don't remember the exact stat, but it's a crazy record difference. He has a reputation of starting slow. Now, can he turn it around? Can this team show us that they are what we thought they were? Time will tell. But we can still wallow in this victory. It's good mouthwash. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, thank you. Thank you for making it to the end. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment if you want to feel real jazzy today. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Oh, man, mouthwash tastes so good. This game. The week's so much better when the Broncos win.